Hey notable people, look at my new U2's plush. Available now, my plush is super soft, comfy, and massive. Here's a banana for scale, and that's a big banana. Oh yeah, no way you're hiding it from the wife, you're gonna have to buy one for her too. Hurry up because it's only available until July 12th. After that, it's gone forever. You can get one in the links in my description or at u2s.com. Stay notable. Day 1. The world is my canvas, and it looks like I've spawned near a floating island. That should be notable. It's a bit small, little weird shaped. That never stopped your mom. Gonna shave it down and see what I'm working with. I like the tree. It's a nice touch. A little expanding later and this could be a great spot for a new house. So day 2, I'm gonna lay down a foundation and get my permits in order. Alright, that's a good start and it looks like I'm gonna need more island. And this gravelly mountain's a little too close. I can fix it! I know I said I like the tree, but it's kind of impeding me a bit. There we go. I don't think anyone will be able to tell the difference. Got real artsy with those roots. Didn't even know there was this many dirts. Yellow dot is the approximate center of the island now. And while I'm over a bit, I think that layout looks much better. So it's not home without a door. That's what I'm gonna work on first. Got a fancy design set up, and you can tell by the setting sun this work of art took all day. Little did I know this would cause a whole lot of problems for me. You see, because I'd like to turn this into a piston door, something I've done many times. The piston part I wired up fairly quickly. That wasn't an issue. My problem is I want to use gold pressure plates, and they're causing me problems. The door works, I just get smashed, which I kind of don't want to do. It just looks so nice. The gold pistons just seem to be more responsive, so the door closes faster. I'm gonna try to figure this out. I want you all to know I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just hoping that it miraculously starts to work. Yeah, now the plates aren't throwing out any signal. Like I said, it'll work beautifully with any other pressure plate, but I want them gold. I'm already being complicated. I came to the conclusion that I'm probably just gonna have to rip up everything and just build this from the ground up with weak pressure plates in mind, and to redo everything and use a lot more redstone. But it works. I'm proud. Are diamonds too much? Is it too much already with the gold floor? Oh yeah, gold trim, that's way too much. I'm trying not to get too hung up on all the colors, but it was fun laying down some flooring. That's what I went with. I think the quartz and gold looks nice on it. I think what's gonna be harder than any piston door is trying to pick a wall color. And windows. Yeah, I know you're like, oh, windows? What's hard about windows? Just look, this whole house is gonna be filled with redstone, false walls everywhere. Getting windows to work is gonna be tough. And to make things worse, lights in the whole house. Torches on the walls are for nerds. I want light switches. Here I'm gonna show you my old creative house. This one had light switches too, but just one. For the whole house. Imagine you walk into your kitchen, flip a light switch, and every light in your house goes up. Yeah, that's not right. This house is gonna have a bunch of floors. All of them are gonna light up on their own circuits. It's gonna be sweet. And like I said, biggest challenge here is gonna be hiding the redstone. And colors, I just can't decide. Spiral staircase is looking good. I settled on dark oak. And I'm trying to fit a giant window in here because I know windows are gonna be slim with all the redstone. Color palette, I'm still going back and forth on. The floor is still grass. You know what though? I'm trying not to worry about it too much. I know I'll be ripping out the walls a few times in this video. How do you like the terracotta? Thought it might be nice for the ocean view. Now that I look at it, just looks like boobies. House is looking a bit dark at night. Gonna have to add some more lights. That's gonna be a chore. Half my issue here is the T flip-flop, and I don't know if you know what one of those is. It's probably good if you don't. It's really for the nerds. Essentially, I'm overcomplicating things to have it all on a button instead of a lever. This would all be hard on a lever. On a button like this? Woo! Don't ask me how to build it. I hardly even know. So the redstone works now, but it juts out real bad, and if I don't want this house to be massive, I've gotta fix that. Alright, ma'am, it's done. That'll be $7 million. I'm finally decisive about a color. For once, this redstone wall will be red. I know. Creative genius! So I got that together, and now I'm working more on prettiness. I want this first room to be quite grand, with a very tall ceiling. Then I got a great idea, one that I like anyway. I need a big false wall up here for redstone, so I'm gonna try to fit my face in. I'm a narcissist. It was one block too wide and just didn't look right. Whatever, I'll change it later. I gotta get lights on. Maybe I'm coping. It doesn't look that bad. Right? Oh, yeah. Beautiful home. All right, got the overly complicated switch working, and the lights right next to the other lights. Just kidding, they all broke. I got my redstone degree online. Your mom taught the classes. Luckily, I got a little more space in this wall. There's no way I was doing this flush. It works now, if you can believe that. But now it's time for a real challenge. A window. It's just right next to redstone. I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, not bad. Can't even tell. I'm gonna have to move wires again, but you know what? I want a window. Oh, was not recording. I now have a bedroom. It's dark because I haven't put the lights in because I'm insane. Look at this cute little window I did. Oh, I hope I can keep that. Floor time. Yeah, I'm done with the grass. Golden bamboo kinda goes nice, not gonna lie. The tones kinda match too, at least for me. I'm sure women would hate this. Regardless of the colors, I do love the structure of this place. Just such a great entryway. I'd like another door over on this side. It's got the tree. Also, a really nice view. Sliding glass door. Oh, that's a good idea. The only thing I don't love about this is you can see the sticky pistons through it. Let's see what I can do to make that not so bad. Sorry, window. For the record, I did like you. So I spent a really long time getting all my redstone wired up perfect. I even did it on gold pressure plates, bro. In one day, I'm talented. And with those blocks of slime, you can't really tell there's a piston behind that glass. It looks a little nicer for sure. All right, time to seal it all up because there's nothing wrong with anything I just did. Nope, it doesn't work. The slime sticks to the wall and it won't move the piston. With my tiny brain, my only solution was to make the wall out of obsidian, and I don't love that idea. You know what? I can deal with a little bit of sticky goo on my sliding glass door. It's fine. All right, final Okay, you just gotta go through fast. All right, it's trimmed up and done. I like how that wall works. But then I started looking at the bamboo and I agree, it's just far too much, honey. I'll change it right now. Put down deep slate. I like the idea. I just need something different. Ooh, a little terracotta, break it up. I like that. Did a nice little sitting area. In a game where you can't sit. Day 21, trying to wire up a basement door, and I don't know if you could tell, but I was frustrated. It's just, you know, kind of close to some of the other 37 redstone lines I got on the house. This one in particular was the problem. 2 lights on the first floor circuit, and now I'm ripping up the lawn too. Why do I do this to myself? Wasn't recording for day 22, but I got it working. Nice. It was actually a horrible day that I'm glad you don't have to see. And it's not even over because the redstone was in the way for where I want my ladder to go. I'm sorry, Billy. I've just been under a lot of stress at work, but I think I'm good now. I seem to say that every time, and then something's wrong. No, yeah, it's all good. Basement acquired. I'm gonna keep it fairly simple down here, mostly stone. You know, it's a basement. I don't have to be crazy. And I don't want it too large because it's adding some thickness onto my island. Oh yeah, this may be completely unsafe. A little unhinged even, but I want lights in the basement. Oh, it's pitch black. That is awesome. Redstone was fairly easy for once. There's nothing around here to get in the way. I'm from the future. Soon there will. And these lights in particular will cause issues. But whatever, bro, I don't care. Look at this button press. So dramatic. That's next level unsafe. And I love it. The basement will primarily be storage, and going down that little ladder every time will just get annoying. So I'm gonna do a big opening in the side for a second entrance. Really only useful if you have an elytra and can fly. But I want it to close because I love the darkness, so it's time for another piston door. This one, a 3x3, which I've never built before. I'm gonna try to just do it. I made a magic piston. I don't know how. All right, I teleported far away. I'm gonna try to figure this out. This game is for children. It can't be that hard. I really tried my best. Here's my shot at a double piston. It's that block in the middle. I don't know how to move that block in the middle. Do I just make it like that? All right, I'm gonna look this up real quick. 3x3 piston door. Image search. Don't look it up. Don't build it. It's not worth it. Looks like I gotta figure something out for this hole now. Whatever I end up doing, I think the ceiling needs to be taller. Yeah, even there at too wide. Because it's so tall, that shouldn't be too bad to fly through. I just don't think it'll be that interesting as a piston door, you know? But I've got an idea. Water door, yeah, that could work. It also solves the problem of only being able to fly in. You could climb up the waterfall. Yeah, the waterfall had me looking at the hole outside. I've been neglecting it. I gotta start shaping this island. It's just gross. Making it look natural is a little harder than you might expect. I mean, it's a floating island. It was born unnatural. But this is a nice opportunity to add some more land. My house got a little bigger than expected. That's a little better. The shape looks natural, if you could call it that. Then I went around doing some spawn proofing. Painted my lawn green like all those weirdos on TikTok. Oh, yeah. No, now it looks like a home. I may regret this, but I'm trying out some upside down stairs in areas to give it some more texture. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's definitely not natural Minecraft. Threw in some different rocks though, like andesite. Ooh, that looked good. That's a good idea. Don't look at the top. Just don't look at the top. That island's looking good. Bet you're wondering when I'm gonna seal up the house. The answer is not today. Yeah, I know, skeletons. The wiring, it's so supreme. I got a few more rooms to fit on top of this thing. It needs to be taller. Purple with the mangrove with the dark oak too much? I think it works. White ceiling is what it needed. Oh, man. I thought redstone was hard. carpentry is way worse. Like, I need a railing here. There's also a wall and a drop-off off this staircase. I know it wouldn't hurt me, it's just Minecraft, but I want it to look nice. Wall's a bit weird, but that'll work. Doing a little wraparound porch on the next level. I'm not exactly sure how big to make it with all the redstone. Such a nice view of whatever that is. Gotta take advantage. And the extra height is really balancing out the whole island. Up here is gonna be a library/enchanting room. Every house needs one. I know it's creative. I can make anything. Just let me live. Oak seems basic to me, but I think in a library it could be a good decision. And I've never tried these chiseled bookshelves before. I want to check them out. You can put books in them. You know, like a bookshelf. They also apparently give off some sort of redstone signal. That's a mystery to me. I picked a few of my favorite enchantments, and that's what's going in these bookshelves. Not that I need them. So those are my favorites. Pretty much just the best ones. And the curses. Now I curse you with an advertisement. Okay guys, I've been holding it in this whole time, but I'm about to share with you my dreams. I, like every man on this earth, want only for a house that is rigged to explode. Everywhere you see mushroom is TNT, and there's gonna be way more. My old creative house had something similar, but I just packed TNT in the basement, and it didn't really work. I mean, yeah, it blew up the basement. Nothing was left, but the house on top was perfectly fine. This time around, I'd like the whole house to be absolutely destroyed. Ashes! I think I'm gonna put the secret button in the basement, but I want to furnish out the basement first a little bit. So I put in a few basement storagey things, like an auto furnace and a bunch of chests. Got a little potion area set up, little auto lava farm, and even installed some floor lights because it felt a little dark down here when the lights were on. Oh, and I actually used a comparator. Like, for real, I did it. I'm sorry, I just never use these things. I was so proud of myself. Look at it, it works. Double disposal setup. This is a certified seller. I can't wait to blow you up. Oh, that was a creeper in my house. Yeah, probably swam up the waterfall. I likely don't want that to happen in a house that's rigged to explode. So I did some experiments day 40, seeing if it would just willingly go into the water. Oh yeah, it doesn't necessarily want to go into the water, but it will. I can fix it! Lighting everything up and spawn proofing down here should be enough to keep creepers away. There's always a small risk, but I've come to love the waterfall. Okay, back to business. Secret button to blow up the house. First thought was hiding one above this chest. That's pretty secret. Though there's likely a risk I could press it accidentally, and the last thing you want to do is blow up your house accidentally. The button would be a bit close to other redstone too, and I kind of want some fail-safe. I don't want to just press one button and blow up the whole house. Yeah, the more I looked into it, I just don't think it's gonna work down here. Library's got a lot of room though, and I know I haven't done anything with those chiseled bookshelves. Gonna test this out real quick, probably should when it comes to blowing up my home. I spent the whole day messing around with the redstone signal of a chiseled bookshelf, and I gotta say, I still have no idea how it works. Just looked it up. It's very confusing. I don't like it. There goes that plan. I think part of my problem here is I'm working on a lot of different things at once. I started working on TNT stuff when I don't even have a frame. So I'm gonna frame out the house. Roughly. Then I'll know just what I can build. There we go! Quite sizable. Kinda makes the island look small. Plenty of space to blow up the house on the upper levels. It's gotta go up there. I have another ignition idea. Book-themed, this time with lecterns. Lectern redstone is way easier. I've never really worked with it before, but the concept is very simple. You get a book and quill and you write a bunch of pages like I'm doing here. Then you put the book in and it starts giving a signal. The more pages you read, the stronger it gets. Here's a small test. I got a 15-page book with TNT at the end. I counted wrong, but the concept is good. As I read the book, the TNT would go off. Yeah, I think that could work. Sorry, Cal. Sort of the perfect spot here, really. The lectern is what I'm doing. Just want to double check some wiring before I make this thing go live. All right, there it is. It's hooked up to a redstone block, but it's hooked up. Just testing everything when some thunder struck. Yeah, I should probably get a lightning rod going. So now that the basic mechanism for ignition is done, I've got to put in a failsafe, and that's the book and quill. I mean, it's not a very common item that anyone would have in their inventory, but I still would like to hide one. And, I don't know where. I gotta hide it somewhere in here. Really, it could be anywhere in the house. It doesn't matter. There's just so much redstone behind every single one of my walls, I don't know where to put it. I am gonna figure that out another day, because today I put siding on my homunculus. What color, though? That's a good question. I'm gonna take some inspiration from the world around me. And not too far away is an old-growth spruce taiga. So I'm gonna use spruce, at least primarily. I'm gonna go slow here, really take my time. The outside of a house is important, but I gotta say, so far, I like what I'm looking at. I can't go solid spruce all the way up, that'll just look lazy. I've got to find something to break it up, and I think birch is a nice touch. But I'm looking at it here, and I can't shake the feeling that it's too much spruce. All right, let's get artsy. Those are composters. They kind of look okay. Here I tried a barrel, and it's like the exact same shade. Okay, little barrel on the corner, kind of getting somewhere. I love the texture. I don't love that my house has barrels on the outside. That may just have to be something I get used to. Those barrels add a nice effect. Gotta have lights too. I'm working on a design. Maybe it's just the house not having walls, but that looks a bit bulky. Day 49 was a sad one. The historical tree, that wasn't even really the original historical tree, has to go. It was too close to the house. I had no choice. Wait a minute. I did this on accident, but I kind of like these corners. The black. It goes good with the barrel. Oh yeah, a little obsidian, that'll look nice. So it looks amazing. I love it. The only potential problem is this house is supposed to explode, and obsidian does not explode. I think it might be a little funny. It'll leave a frame behind. I like it. Oh no, I don't think I can keep the window. I love it so much. I mean, I can do a bigger window with more room, but it's just not the same. Yay, I did it. Yeah, a little bummed out about that. I just gotta find a way to make this house fun now. I really like that window. Okay. That's the bedroom wall. Might be able to fit something in there. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade this to an owner suite. Yeah, I'm getting my tiny little window back. Room is set up. Time to make it into a bathroom in a game where you can't poo. Using my imagination here with that potty and that sink. Is that toilet paper or a towel? A brave man would say those are the same thing. But I don't really want brown in the bathroom. I think that's a little too on theme. Yeah, red. Like my pee. No. That's always a struggle. All right, now this is just silly. I did a bathroom vent for my smelly poos I can't take. I did duct work, bro. Ductwork. Then, of course, like every other room, I wanted a light. Cramming the wires in there was definitely done to code. It does take an entire 4 seconds after you press the button, but it does work. That was fun. Back to exterior. More of the same here, at least for now. It's getting a little top-heavy. And every single day I do this, I lose more windows. Nothing a little demolition can't fix. I don't love that from the outside. I'll see if I keep it. Veranda time, day 54. That's the whole reason I put the frame up. I like it. It obviously needs some trimming, but I like it. Windows are great and all, but there's something about being in that fresh open air. In a video game. Yeah, we should all go touch some grass. Here's an ad break. Hey, gonna have to remember there's TNT directly under my deck boards. Shouldn't be a big issue. I want the house to blow up. Eventually. Yeah, it's looking alright, but zombies are spawning on the side of it. And apparently entering my home. When you got creepers squatting in your place, you know you need to fix the lights. Just put my brain to it. Didn't take long, and I got a design. Little birch, little jungle, little lantern, looking crispy. Got a little more texture on the side, which is always nice too. Boy, I sure do love castle doctrine. Hopefully no more things spawn. There's TNT in my walls. Looking at the library today, trying to fit a window in. You know how I am with those things. If it weren't for the windows, this would be a giant spruce box. I didn't do much today. Just a lot of standing back and looking at it. But it looks like library lights can wait no longer. Maybe I should have waited to put the TNT down. Now I gotta find a place for a switch, lights, and it's all next to TNT. I did this to myself. Before I finalize though, I've gotta find a place to put my detonation book. You can't hide stuff behind a false painting wall anymore. I feel old. Was about to start wiring up stuff and thankfully remembered about the TNT under the deck boards. I think I can do it with chiseled bookshelves. I will say the wall of books looks a little more like a wall of books. Truthfully, I have no idea how this works, but if you mess with the books on the upper right bookshelf enough, a piston opens, and that's where I'll keep my detonation book. With that settled, I'm gonna trim up the deck. Right now it looks a little blocky. I mean, it is Minecraft, but it's blocky. Put in some supports for my deck on my house that's on a floating island. Is it too much dark oak? Yeah, maybe, but I've already got too much spruce. And if I did birch, it'd be too much birch. And we obviously know I'm not using oak. And now you're thinking, what does he mean obviously? What's wrong with oak? Listen, if you don't know what's wrong with oak, you should figure out what's wrong with you. Veranda's looking notable, but it's gonna need a railing. This time around, I'm going with nether brick fence. I've just never really used this stuff before. It's a bit of a pain to make. I think of all the colors I could use, it just blends the best. And hey, I do have obsidian on my house that's a bit nethery. Gonna do a use your imagination pizza oven in this corner up here. I don't love the table in the dining area, but I think the wicker chair is nice. Oh yeah, I could hook up my imaginary ductwork for the vent. Not a waste of space at all. I also did a bit of a jungle arch up here, just more texture. Don't know if I'll keep it, but for now it stays. You know what can't stay? This foundation. I've been putting this off because I'm not sure if I'm going to do it well. It's tough to make terrain look natural, you know? The Minecraft game just does it so perfectly. And, you know, there's nothing natural about a floating island. So I'm gonna take my time, most of it spent flying around looking at the thing. This angle here is really what I'm looking to perfect. But in reality, I'm just slapping down stone, hoping that it looks good eventually. You know what I just realized? I'm gonna have so much room in this island for TNT. I'm gonna pack it into every crevice. I feel like some of these redstone machines almost helped me make it feel more natural. Had to do some some weird shapes covering them up with stone, you know? Still a bit muffin toppy. I think I might have an idea to fix it though. All right, just gotta extend this just a little bit here. Wait a minute. I heard a zombie. I thought I was pretty good about lighting up the inner walls. Don't see him in here. You know what? He's probably in the floor. Yeah, there he is. Wiener shot! Okay, anyway, back to my super cool idea. Another island, right next to my bigger island. Put a tree on it, and now, all of a sudden, I think the entire thing is more balanced. I think I'll still work on the bottom of Big Island, but that tree really helped. I liked it so much, I'm gonna do another. Oh, yes. Yes, I love it so much. That's what it needed. That is what it needed. Kept experimenting. Here's a glass bridge. Do you like it? I don't know. Maybe blue. It'll blend into the water and sky. No, I'm creative, but not that creative. Gonna do a big one over here. Oh yeah, it's basically as tall as the house. I cheated with dirt a little. I just thought, hey, the house is made of spruce. Might as well have a giant spruce tree next to it. That's about as much landscaping I can do with a floating island, but you know what? That's what it needed. Oh, no. Oh, no! Just wasted it. Wasted a perfectly good big wood joke for day 69. Fine. Day 69, I'm gonna make a lightning rod.
Stupid. So
I was trying to get kind of artsy with this thing, but it's tough when all you have to work with is copper. Yeah, I mean, it is, in fact, a lightning rod. It will stop lightning from hitting the house. Back to exterior, day 70. Do I love this vent and how it looks on the side of the house? No, but I kind of have to include it at this point. Just a shame I couldn't find a way to make this iron trap door close. Doesn't look terrible on the side, to be honest. Breaks up the spruce. I really gotta get rid of these birthday candles on the porch, man. That just looks bad. No. Nope, don't like it. Just too tall. Doesn't look right. Is a lantern on the fence a little simple? Sure, but it works, and I don't have to use birthday candles. More exterior work, day 72, making the house a bit taller. It looks like I'll be able to fit at least one more room on top of this thing. I don't regret the make-believe ductwork, and you can't make me! It's a blessing! Look, it's a blessing! The house needed some different looking walls, and now I have them. Oh man, this is gonna be a big room up here. But from the outside, that's some interesting architecture. And you gotta love how it snows from this angle. Gulp! He said cartoonishly, it is time to roof. I'm worried about many things, one being the color. Here's all the colors I thought might be good. Some of these I've definitely never used on roofing before. Let's take a little step back. Look at here. What are we thinking on the color? Red sandstone really stood out to me, followed by mud brick. Tested a little, and yes, I love it. It's gonna need a little something, and I like how that sun's peeking through, so I decided to do some terracotta. At least attempt to. I can do terracotta on the floor just fine, but on the wall I struggle. Trial and error, and trial and error, and trial and error is how I do it. Oh, no, the pattern's off center. Ah.
Yeah, you can totally tell.
Oh well, nothing a little giving up won't fix. Trimmed it out with more spruce because I'm super hyper creative. Built the roof, yeah, built the roof. Built my roof, doesn't look like poop. I'm gonna play that song until I die. It's a certified banger. Yeah, vent's a little off center, but that's okay. Oh, you know what I just realized? I'm gonna be able to put so much TNT up in here. And no, I don't regret orange at all. I think that's a great addition. And if you don't agree, make your own video. No one's ever done that before. With that roof done, I've now got this giant cavity where I've got to put something. Thinking with my brain. Take a sip of Mountain Dew. Thinking with my brain. Got an idea, head to Ceiling the Library. Do you really want to see that footage? I guess not. I'm building a treasure room. I don't foresee myself getting much treasure, since this is a creative video and I'm not really doing anything of worth, but a treasure room is still necessary. I mean, I built a bathroom, bro. I don't know what you want from me. Put a big window up there on the front side of the house and then was struck with an idea. An L window! Yeah! That's a little personal touch most mansions have. And gold trim, of course. Come on, it's a treasure room. If anywhere's gonna have gold and diamonds, it's gotta be the treasure room. Even after 4,000 days of playing for real, I have like 10 real treasures, so this should be good. Oh, I got another idea. And it's notable. You remember how I couldn't fit in my face earlier on the lower levels? Well, up in the treasure cache, I have plenty of room for a depiction of my greatness. Oh yes, that's what this whole house, really, needed. Best part is I got a nice space for a big old window here. You can see me kinda poking through there. Hello. My face has made that last room absolutely giant, but I think it does add something nice to the house. I did all the walls gray. You might not like it, but you're also not me. So up here, I've already measured, I'm going to do a beacon. A full beacon, hidden in the roof, to give myself powers while I'm in this house. You see, but you know me. You've been watching this video for 80 days now. It's not gonna be that simple. I wanna be able to turn the beacon on and off. It's not a horribly hard process, but in this small area, it might be. Concept here is fairly simple. Beacon only works when all blocks are in. So I'm gonna use pistons to move the beacon blocks. I've been practicing redstone for 80 days now, and I play this game for money. I should be able to do this. In the open air, this would be beyond simple for me. In this tight space though, it already proves to be a challenge. With the roof, I barely got this toggle switch working, and now I gotta cram a whole other redstone line in here somewhere. The simple solution would obviously be delete the beacon and move the roof up, but I'm not going to do that, and you can't stop me. Just gonna prove you can't stop me here. Went about 6,000 blocks away, gonna spawn a few wolves. We'll call them dog. Oh, you're not tamed wolves? Hold on, let me get some bones. All right, gonna tame up these wolves here. Oh, nice, a little baby one. Very good. Okay, got some wolves. Gonna put down this anvil. Great time if you want to stop me. Would be right now. You should stop me. Oh wait, you can't. Okay, gonna grab a shovel. Also would be a great time to stop me. Can I make a shovel sharp? Oh, I totally can. This would be a perfect time. Perfect time to stop me if you could. Strength potion. Oh, are they yellow now? Well, I'm gonna get one of those too. Wow, really would be a great time to stop me. It's amazing. You're not stopping me. Why aren't you stopping me? You should be stopping me right now, but you're not. Oh wait, you can't! Ha! I can't stop myself though, and I've realized it's impossible without changing the beacon button to a beacon lever. I will never forgive myself for this horrible change in branding. But even with that, there still isn't enough room to turn all the beacons off. It's just too tight. I'm not gonna say it, and there's absolutely no room for lights up here. So in case I want this room dark, I should figure that out. Floor lights are the obvious choice. I mean, I could make the ceiling higher, but then all those dogs got shoveled for nothing. Don't get me wrong, I will shovel more dogs whenever I feel like it, and there is nothing you can do to stop me. But I already proved that, and don't have to do it again. All right, lots of repeaters later, and it's not even done. No, it's not. So here in green are my floor lights for the treasure room, right next to the ceiling lights for the library. And I'm just gonna magically skip forward in time where it's all fixed and you don't have to watch me struggle. And with the time I saved, I can show you this. I'll probably stop doing that, but that's not because you told me to. Doing a beacon chimney and thought red nether brick looked nice next to the sandstone. And now I gotta pick a color for the beams. I went with blue first, you know, blend into the sky. Looks okay. Then I realized you can blend colors and I tried to find the perfect shade. I just went with white and blue. Really blends into that sky. I'm happy with that. So it's been 85 days now, and I'm pondering the question, how do I enter the house? And no, the answer is not the dumb waterfall that goes into the storage, which I just spent the entire day building an on-off switch for.
It's gonna satisfy.
I think the obvious answer here is I'm gonna have to do some sort of staircase down. I did a little spiral. I like it. Little unnatural. Like a floating island. Then I decided to kind of just cut through this mountain here. Try to make a natural looking path. Of course I have to spawn proof everything now. More chores. Done! It's just a simple path up, not much to it. But now I'm realizing my house is missing something else. A wall. It's not large, but that's all you need. It'll keep everything out. Put in some simple landscaping, some bushes and an acacia tree, but I think it looks very nice when there aren't skeletons on the walkway. So I use some of this glow ligma to light everything up. I don't think there's any way to get this stuff outside of creative, but I don't care. I'm in creative. Wanted to put down some more flora and fauna, day 89. That seems to be what makes a house a home. I'm gonna add a few bees too, give the house some life. Bees? Bees, are you okay? Some little other touches here and there, added some smoke to the chimney. Check out the pufferfish pond. Don't let your kid fall in, they'll die. Looking through the house and found this window that just doesn't look right. I could make it a window, yeah, there's plenty of space. But I thought it'd be better to have a service entrance so I don't have to smash my walls every time I want to do redstone. The time of house detonation is fast approaching, and what I'm trying to do here is maximize the amount of space I have for TNT. I've built so much over these 100 days, but I didn't always clear all the useless blocks. That's what I'm doing now. Every piece of dirt and stone could be a piece of TNT. Remember, I want nothing left of this building. Gonna have to be careful though, I don't want any of my redstone lines blowing up the TNT until I'm ready. And the whole house is riddled with redstone, I've gotta be careful. I did a final inspection day 92, checked all the buttons and everything, just wasn't recording for it. Everything works fine, I mean I made it, come on. So, after all that, I think it's time to finally start. Whew. Okay. You can do this. I'm not sure how well I've done at portraying my want to blow up this house. It may seem weird, you know, you spend 30 hours building something just to blow it up. Why? It's mostly a question that women would have. Obviously, every man yearns for a house filled with explosives. I'm also not wrong in saying that sometimes art needs to be destroyed. And should be. Plus, you know, I'm gonna back this up when it's all done, so you'll all be able to check it out. It'll be really cool. I think it'll be fun to press the button. One of my favorite things is giving you all my worlds. And I gotta say, these couple days of placing TNT are gonna go down as some of my favorite of all time. I've been waiting for it. This is my purpose. This is why I'm living. Should be about another day or so. There's a lot of redstone up in the upper levels. Started thunderstorming day 95 midway through, but I built a lightning rod. I'm confident in my design. Nothing's going to go wrong. Oh, tiny little bit on top lived, but I just hadn't put TNT there yet. There's also no backup. Yeah, sorry. I kind of believed in myself there. Maybe I shouldn't have. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Despite what happened here, I enjoyed making it. Thank you to all of my notable members on screen right now. I'll see you in the next one. Stay notable.